Uchitegedde we want to keep what
gwene mmere
muli muti
gwene mmere.
I'll be there.
Masanyu,
yes sir.
I want to ask you a question, and probably also you, Diana.
Yes.
There's this lady who accuses Omanyi abagalana. When parents choose to do some life together, there are particular things that stress them and separate them, and they choose to separate. So one of these days, a married woman accuses the husband for sexually molesting their girl children. Now, this is a father of 3 daughters.
Oh,
you get it. And then mama nava nagamba ya molesting abana. Kati in this pretext of toyagala abana, you're protecting children from the camera and all of things. Yo omwami wo ense mutegedde bamuzunziza mu left, right, here and there. Yeah, and now your children cannot even come out to speak and say it is actually not true. You get it. So after a particular period of time, they get to meet, you know. Nebatuula a particular person n'abatuuza on an interview n'abagamba wali ofaachi okitegeera n'ensi. And then omusajja abitunnya tabitegeera, abawala bagamba mami, what was the problem? You get it. Yeah, what was the problem? Taromola bagamba, you know, and you too know my wife, you know, that under no circumstances could I ever do such a thing to my girl children. You take it there. So
the children were biological children.
Yes, biological children.
Both for both parents.
Yes, for both parents.
Okay.
Manya bazadde bayinenge gye bawayirizamu bannaabwe. Yeah. And again, like Wagana said, tosalagwa yes, exactly. So some of those things actually happen in that space like that. So they get to sit, and then the lady asks for forgiveness eventually. Question is, Masanyu, would you forgive that woman?
My goodness, King, this is a very hard situation. I don't know why on earth would a woman that you chose to marry, to spend the rest of your life with, and have 3 beautiful daughters with, come up with such a demeaning statement that is not only bad for your reputation, but for your sanity as a man. King, it takes me back to the realization and acceptance that we are different in personality, we are different in upbringing, and we are different in the way that we react to situations that put us in hard in hard places. Because I'm assuming this woman probably tried all tricks on this man and could not get him. Because by the time you come out a biological mother to your girls, and then you accuse your husband of sexually molesting the children. Because I asked earlier, are they biological children to these parents? Because in a situation is abana, I don't know how to state that in English. You come to marriage.
Mother come daughter.
Mother come daughter mujana nyina. You came with your mother in that marriage. You get such cases are rampant, and they are true, by the way, to a certain extent. Yes, some are true to a certain extent. Yes.
But now with this one.
But with this one, with your biological children.
I feel like the kind of pain inflicted on this man is pain unexplainable.
Very.
This man being told that you molested your own children, being dragged to courts of laws for years, because these cases go on for years.
Yes.
The hearings go on for years. And this woman trying their level best to find that they find proof every now and then, every now and then, and also convincing the children to lie against the dad as well. I feel like this woman, I feel like the man cannot forgive the woman. But I also watched something in that regard, and by the time they were sitting them down, the man was like, you know what? I cannot forgive you for what you have done. I can no longer associate myself properly with my children because I am in fear that you're going to mistake me for something. or my children will mistake me for something. And now that
no manyi baira abakwononedde nti abaana nabo babeera bakula banenga bakula baba patikako ekintu. It's the innocence is taken away, as in the innocence of this is my father. I can feel safe, feel comfortable around them.
You can't hug them because you have to be careful how you.
No, because in your mind you have a picture that they already painted of you, or what the public would actually think of you.
You're preying
as well,
on your children.
Yes.
It is very tear breaking. It is very tear breaking. There is a scenario at least I read about in the papers some time back, and for this case it was about property sharing. The woman wanted her share of the property. Probably she had fallen in love with another man, and then she had no way of convincing this man that I'm done with you, I want my share of the property that we've worked together, such that I move on with life. But because they had children, this woman had to get something that is very, very easy to believe. And in this case, the child was Mujana Nina. There are certain things, King, that can be said against you, and it is only God that
can help you get out of it.
Can be your witness. Because omwana mujana nyina bagamba nti wabadde omukozesa ng'obeerawo oluusi okomawo newaka ne mama we n'amucoaching okubyogere bulungi engeri y'okuteekawo layini nti kituufu yabadde ankozesa. King oyinza obutakivaamu. Oyinza obutakivaamu kubanga oli omwana si musaayigo.
Mbalabe n'abasumbulusi babayisaamu ggazi. Oli
omwana tomuyinaako kakwate. Omwana akonaivinze n'ennyina ne bagamba badde omukozesa.
So kyobadde oteesa otya Masanyu
nga tokivaako. I think at a certain point in life, King, I'm pro family values, and I'm one guy that would never advocate for divorce, not under any circumstance. Yes, but reality on ground, King, there are situations that are irredeemable, that are beyond redemption. Such a thing. By the time the woman, you see, had 3 beautiful children. I have doubts that the father is the biological father of those daughters.
He is the biological father.
I have a doubt because under no normal
circumstance
can a mother.
Let me tell you, when people are pissed, people can go extra miles.
And you put that on
the
that is also something. That is a crack.
Now when you look at
that is a crack that we need to look into.
When you look at what King has said,
yes,
the relationship between father and children is not redeemable anymore. Like, he can never be the same.
No, you can't.
You can't look at.
But you knew this at the back of the mind.
Even the children cannot look at you that same.
Even if they know you're innocent.
No.
That woman is a snake already.
No, even when your children know you're innocent, even when your children love you and know in their hearts of hearts that you can never do anything, I tell you this, you relating with them,
you have to be very careful.
Have to be very, very, like they're slippery grounds.
Yeah.
I doubt they are his daughters.
So the innocence
I doubt.
They are
not
daughters.
3 daughters to connive with the mother. And
no, the daughters.
They were young.
The daughters were young, and the daughters did not have space.
Yes.
The daughters did not have space to be able to express themselves in that way.
Okay.
Yes.
So now that they've grown up, they're like, Nema, Mama, the things that you said about our dad, and I don't remember any one day that my dad touched me like that. You get it? So now that you've grown, you're like, no, over things that he has not done.
Every rule has an exception. And I believe there are exceptions. Just
this
like
man can never heal. Actually, apart from forgiving, he can never heal from
just like in the Bible, Bible etugamba nti tolekangayo mukyala wo okujjako olw'obwenzi. Okitegeera. Even in law, I think there are exceptions, King. There are certain things, however much you love someone, if that happened to me, honestly speaking,
but I feel
would not go on with that kind of relationship. I would not risk myself sharing.
Would you forgive them, even if even if it's not about you?
Forgiveness is divine. I would probably forgive her as the mother of my children.
No mtauti.
And let her be. I cannot imagine myself sharing a bed with such a woman again. I cannot. Mulimu emisango Katonda ajja tusonyiwa busonyi agaye Masanyu. nkusonyiye busonyi nga ajja kitunulamu nga taata akitegeere. That is something that no man in his sane brain and mind can go about it.
Let's hear from the people that are listening to us today.
I would not.
Number is 0705966966. Would you be able to forgive in such a circumstance?
Ulokole bugamba mugundi sonyiwa abaana
nkusonyiwa nenkuleka. Nkusonyiwa nenkuleka.
Mugenze maso for years. It's after like say 10 years that they get to like realize it's actually not true. Tewabakwata nenge banga lino ozewe nyonyolako. You're explaining to people that look here guys, siswabola, I can't. These are my children. I love them. I cannot.
And some women come into men's lives as spies. They and say choose. And say choose.
Spies alamwe abana
bya conspiracy kati.
Nkugambye omukyala jambula mubo ngaze ku mission kubusanya. Kozo gambo to omusajja gozaddemu abaana basatu abobuwala abalungi bwe batyo n'omutwala ne mu kooti ebintu bingi byosobola okuwaayiriza omuntu nojja n'ogamba nti akozesa abaana bange. How? How?
Ononyengeri joyimiriramu ne bakyala banno n'olemererwa sometimes. Because I've also seen cases like vividly where a woman says that you tried to kill me. Omwana wange yali wajjayo akambe. And then ne ba training omwana ne bamugamba yogera nti daddy yajjayo akambe. Even like you feel insecure and unsafe in your own home as a man because now buli wokwata kambe
let's get to know what you think about this particular topic on 0705966966.
Would you forgive, as the Bible commands you to forgive, such a kind of space and in this test?
And carry on with the relationship.
Or there are particular things you say, you know what, and then
also, what would you advise this man at this particular point?
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Spirit.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Because this is the King of Talk.
Yes, sir.
According to the topic of the day, I'm right now as a Christian. I'm doing a story called "Damaged Goods," and I'm realizing that there are some things that you are going through in life, and probably they would have damaged us so much. And but since God, the one who is the one who created us, in His own image, is good. Is good enough. We may be damaged by the cover. We may be damaged by our containers. It is still good enough. And it doesn't matter how damaged you are. Maybe you're damaged because of the words, maybe the actions that maybe your body, you're damaged emotionally, but still there is good in you. And
there's good in you.
That does not identify you. But the good in you, where your heart is, what God is looking for.
All right.
And I personally, I think I believe I can forgive.
Okay.
On a personal level.
All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you.
We help jumpstart your day like this. Wake up call.